Hello everybody, Steelfist Gaming here. In this episode of Minifigure Monday, I'm going to be painting Benchy. Now, I was going to print a Velociraptor playing guitar, but my 3D printer was being stubborn and it didn't want to print. So I'll just use this old Benchy instead. And I'm going to be starting out by painting it, the hole below this line right here, red. You might have seen that on a lot of boats before. And I'll tell you actually why they do that. So, in the old days, merchants, when they were traveling across the ocean, they would have all sorts of spices like ketchup and whatnot, and they would dump some of them into the water because the ingredients in ketchup, they deterred the barnacles, and often barnacles would latch onto the bottom of the boat and chew right through it, cause them to sink. A lot of people died that way, but they figured out that barnacles didn't like ketchup, so they dumped some of that into the water, and they don't like it. But the barnacles, they actually have sort of a hive mind thing going on, so they're able to talk to one another, and they realized that ketchup's red, so they decided to just paint the holes of their boat red, and from then on out, barnacles decided to leave him alone. Which is pretty nifty, I think. Alright. That's that. And usually the rest of boats are, at least the holes are, navy blue. You know, navy like a boat. So I'm going to get some black and some blue as well. Then mix them together. I might use a smaller paint brush for this, like this one, and I'm going to mix these together to make navy blue. And that just, it still looks black, so I'm going to add some, oh, I dropped it. I'm going to add some white to it. So hopefully that lightens it up a little bit. You know, it's sometimes hard to get it just right. And dark blue, you know, paint's cheap. Mix a bunch of it until you get it right. And there's blue. And I'm going to paint that. Navy blue. And yep, I'll be careful not to get too much on the rim because I'm going to keep that white. And alright, just paint it and get the line all the way around. And try and keep it off of the rail and off of these holes. Alright. And there, that's that. And now I'm going to paint the inside, this little building right here, navy blue. Because that's the color that most boats are. It blends in nice with the ocean. The ocean is a dark blue. If you turn on your tap, you'll notice it's very dark blue water coming out of it. That's just the way that naturally water is. And yeah. I might paint the roof a different color. Because that'll give it some nice contrast. Or you know what, I might leave the roof white, because I've seen white roofs on boats before. Just paint this. And there it is. Just a little bit more around the edges. And that's that. Alright. And there's the exhaust pipe on top. Usually because of heat restrictions, exhaust pipes are made out of metal or some other strong material. I'm going to make some gray. Some white and black. There. And you know what? I actually just had an idea. Here's some metal dust from my bandsaw. I'm gonna just sprinkle that on top of there. Just get it all off my hands. And right there is some paint with metallic powder in it, so it should come out looking silvery because of all the metal in it. Could use a bit more white to make it lighter. That might have been a bit much, but that's alright. Alright, that's got the metal flakes in it. So I'm going to use that to paint the exhaust pipe on the boat. And there's that. Starting to look pretty good. Now all I have to do is the floor, and because boats are in the ocean like the Krusty Krab, I'm gonna paint the floor green, like the floors in the Krusty Krab. Speaking of Krusty Krab, check out my latest comic, SpongeBob vs. Young Sheldon. I'm just gonna paint the floors green. And then I'll be done. There. We are done. Here it is, the finished boat. I'd say it looks pretty good. Well, that's it for this video. Comment down below what you want me to paint next, and check out the rest of my channel. See if there's anything you're interested in. Steelfist Gaming, signing out.